You're also extremely good at what you do. Like I'm just looking at the interfaces of like photo AI, like you would by the way, jQuery, right? Like how amazing is jQuery? But like you can, these cowboys are getting, these are, there's these cowboys. This is a lot. It's a lot. But I'm glad they're all wearing shirts. Anyway, the interface here is just really, really nice. Like I could tell you know what you're doing. And with Nomad List, extremely nice, the interface.
Thank you, man.
And that's all you.
Yeah, that's everything's me.
So all of this and every little feature,
People
all
say
of this.
it looks kind of ADHD or ADD, you know, like it's so much because it has so many things. And design these days is minimalist, right?
Right. I hear you. But this is a lot of information, and it's useful information, and it's delivered in a clean way while still stylish and fun to look at. So like minimalist design is about like when you want to convey no information whatsoever and look cool.
Yeah,
like,
it's very cool. It's pretentious, right?
Pretentious or not, the function is useless. This is about a lot of information delivered to you in a clean, and when it's clean, you can't be too sexy, so it's sexy enough.
Yeah, this is I think how my brain looks. You know, like there's a lot of shit going on. It's like drum and bass music. It's like very.
Yeah, but it's still pretty. The spacing of everything is nice. The fonts are really nice, like very readable, very small.
I like it, you know, but I made it, so I don't trust my own judgment.
No, this is really nice.
Thank you.
The emojis are somehow like this is a style. It's a thing.
I need to pick the emoji. It takes a while to pick them, you know.
Like there's something about the emojis, a really nice, memorable like placeholder for the idea.
Yeah.
Like if it was just text, it would actually be overwhelming if it was just text. The emoji really helps. It's a brilliant addition. Like some people might look at it, why do you have emojis everywhere? It's actually really, for me, it's
people
really
tell
nice.
me to remove the emojis.
Yeah, well, people don't know what they're talking about. And then I'm sure people will tell you a lot of things. This is really nice. And then using color is nice. Small font, but not too small. And obviously you have to show maps, which is really tricky.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this is really, really, really nice. And all of, I mean, like, okay, like how this looks when you hover over it.
Yeah, like, it's easy as transitions.
No, I understand that, but like, I'm sure there's, like, how long does it take you to figure out how you want it to look? Do you ever go down a rabbit hole where you spent like 2 weeks?
No, it's all iterative. It's like 10 years of, you know, add a CSS transition here or do this or.
Well, let's say like, see, these are rounded now.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, like, round is probably the better way. But if you wanted to be rectangular, like sharp corners, what would you do? You just
I go to the index.css and I do Command F and I search border radius 12px.
Yeah.
And then I replace with border radius 0. And then I do Command Enter and it Git deploys, it pushes to the Git hub and then sends a webhook and then deploys to my server and it's live in 5 seconds.
Oh, you often deploy to production? You don't have like a testing ground?
No, so I'm like famous for this because I'm too lazy to set up like a staging server on my laptop every time. So nowadays I just deploy to production.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get canceled for this, you know, but it works very well for me because I have like PHP lint and JSLint, so it tells me when there's error, so I don't deploy. But I have like 37,000 Git commits in the last 12 months or something. So I make like small fixes and then Command Enter and sends to GitHub. GitHub sends a webhook to my server. Web server pulls it, deploys to production, and it's there.
What's the latency of that from you pressing Command?
1 second. Can be 1 to 2 seconds.
So you just make a change, and then you're getting really good at like not making mistakes, basically.
Man, 100%, you're right. Like people are like, how can you do this? Well, you get good at not taking the server down, you know? Like, because you need to code more carefully. But it's idiotic in any big company, but for me it works because it makes me so fast. Like somebody will report a bug on Twitter, and I kind of do like a stopwatch, like how fast can I fix this bug? And then 2 minutes later, for example, it's fixed.
Yeah.
And it's fun because it's annoying for me to work with companies where you report a bug and it takes like 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like horrible. And it makes people really happy when you can really quickly solve their problems. So, but it's crazy. I admit.
I don't think it's crazy. I'm sure there's a middle ground, but I think that whole thing where there's a phase of like testing, and there's the staging, and there's the development, and then there's like multiple tables and databases that you use for the stage. Like it's
filing.
It's a mess.
Yeah,
and there's different teams involved.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I'm like a good, funny extreme on the other side, you know?
But just a little bit safer, but not too much. It would be great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's actually like how they're doing rapid improvement.
No, they do, because there's more bugs. And people complain about like, oh, look, he bought this Twitter and now it's full of bugs. Dude, he's shipping stuff. Like things are happening now, and it's a dynamic app now.
Yeah, the bugs is actually a sign of a good thing happening.
Yes.
The bugs are the feature, because it shows that the team is actually building shit.
100%.